They done fired me from Walmart. Cool. My thing is, I didn't know 20,000 followers was a lot.
I got fired from my job because of this video.
I lost my job for going live on TikTok.
As you guys know, I'm the guy who got fired because of TikTok.
And oh man, I keep seeing videos of people crashing out and being shocked that they got fired because of something they decided to post online. And the interesting thing isn't that they got fired, it's really the fact that they're shocked and surprised that they got fired. Well, I'm gonna show you that just because you go viral online doesn't protect you from consequences. There's always a pattern to it because we've seen this before.
They done fired me from Walmart. Cool. My thing is, I didn't know 20,000 followers was a lot. Look how they did me though. Check this out. They get right into it, right? So they started doing little slick shit, right?
Slick shit.
5 days on, 1 day off. 5 days on, 3 days off. 4 days on, 1 day off. Slick shit like that now, right? But you know what I'm saying? Their reason for firing me was I called off 2 times, right? Now come on, bitch. Now if you gonna work me 5 days in a row and then 1 day off, three days in a row, 1 day off, 4 days in a row, 1 day off, 5 days in a row, man, fuck all that other shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real with a nigga. I know y'all seen my video, bro. Oh, 300,000 views, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So you heard what he said right there, right? You heard him call out the exact reason why he got fired. But here's the thing. Once the accountability started to get uncomfortable and he realized he's the reason why he got fired and not some slick shit like he wants to claim, he starts changing the narrative. Now, because they're requiring him to show up like a regular employee, that's them being slick. His ability to be an employee is now up for negotiation because he finds that unreasonable. Well, I hate to break it to you, but they outline exactly what the work requirements are going to be. And 5 days on and a day or 2 off is unfortunately very much the normal schedule for so many of us. So my friend, they're not doing you dirty. They're just asking you to show up for work like everybody else. And it's not that you had a viral video. They couldn't care less about that. The problem is you're recording in your work uniform and on the clock. And that is never going to be okay. Because it's not always that people are trying to be emotional or do the wrong thing. Sometimes they just straight up forget where they are at the time.
I got fired from my job because of this video.
What's he about to do here?
Is it going?
Yeah.
What's up? I'm Michael Donato.
What's up?
Natty as fuck. Let's see.
Oh, no. Oh, man, that can't feel good.
No. Get it off. Get it off.
Oh, jeez.
Get it off.
Ooh, you hate to see it, but I hope he's going to be okay. And I can see exactly why he got fired. He's clearly in his work uniform and he's on the sales floor. And if you are filming a TikTok in uniform on the sales floor while on the clock, that is a recipe for getting fired. His funny and entertaining moment just became evidence for why they needed to let him go. And this isn't about shaming him for, kind of injuring himself and failing at whatever he was doing. This is really pointing out the pattern of bad judgment. It's all good to film a TikTok video of you doing something that you find funny, but there's a time and place for that. While you're working and in your work uniform is not the time or the place, so unfortunately, he provided them all the evidence that they needed to let him go. So his bad judgment is what cost him his job. But there's another pattern similar to this where people believe they're doing something good and helpful by filming a TikTok video. This one is gonna really blow your mind.
I lost my job for going live on TikTok. My live was just to show a day in the life as a manager. I went live while I was doing payroll. I went another live when I was doing scheduling. It's in a corner. And one of my staff members, I guess, screenshotted it or something and went to my regional and was like, Mark's going live at work.
You see, this is where someone's good intentions will be at conflict with company policy. He might have felt like he was just showing a day in the life and doing something completely innocent, but he's showing sensitive information when he's showing payroll and scheduling, which has people's contact information on it and sensitive company information on it as well. Sharing knowledge isn't the same thing as sharing footage, and he lost sight of all of that, and he unfortunately had to pay the price. And as his conversation with the regional manager goes on, he digs himself even further into a hole.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, you can't be on your phone at work, on social media, you can't be live. I said, okay, well, I apologize, I won't do that no more. I was just more or less just trying to show my supporters what it was and just kind of give them an idea of what I was doing and just kind of being just being transparent in my life, just like I'm trying to do right now. And she was like, Mark, well, unfortunately, you just told me that you're going live on the clock to get paid through another entity. And unfortunately,
double dipping.
That's a violation of our policy. We don't feel like you've been in it. It looks like you're focused somewhere else. Ooh. Mind you, I just redid our policy today.
See, this all matters. He's not new. He's a manager. He wrote the policy, so he's not uninformed. And it's not a one-time deal. He's been doing this for a while. All of those lives became evidence, and that's why he got let go. When you document your job like that, you turn it all into evidence. And none of this is about whether the content was useful or innocent. It's really about who makes the policy and who gets to enforce it. And once the outcome is final, the story shifts yet again.
As you guys know, I'm the guy who got fired because of TikTok from Mercedes-Benz sales. These don't get easier, to be honest. But tell me how I just got word from someone who works there still that the person who snitched on me is denying it all to everyone else.
Oh boy, here we go. He is now gonna make it all because of that coworker snitching on him. This was the exact moment where responsibility and accountability disappeared. It might feel so much easier to put the blame on jealousy rather than putting the blame on how you, yourself, violated that company policy. And I totally get it. Nobody needed to snitch on him. Nobody likes to snitch either. But the fact remains, he was putting up multiple videos, which was creating all the evidence that they needed to eventually get rid of him. So he was the reason he got fired and not the coworker. Because people don't get fired because of their coworkers. They get fired for the decisions that they make and the evidence that is created for how they're violating the policy, and then ultimately, push comes to shove, and they get let go. This doesn't necessarily mean that getting fired won't feel bad. It just means that the outcome wasn't at all random. And this is exactly why these stories end the same way. We see the same patterns, and we recognize that we've seen this all before. At the end of the day, we might see different people at different jobs, but they're all making the same pattern of misunderstanding. They think because they're getting attention, that's going to protect them. They think that because they have good intentions behind their video, they won't get fired. They think that having high visibility is also going to shield them from consequences, or they want to find somebody else to attach the consequence to so they don't have to feel it. Most of them didn't think they were making a bad decision. They just thought they were being seen, heard, and validated. And unfortunately, all of those don't override following the rules and company policy. Again, this isn't judgment. This is simply my experience on recognizing patterns of things that I've seen before. I appreciate you for making it to the end of the video. Hit the like and subscribe buttons to keep up with all the content that I'm putting out. And let me know down in the comments if you believe they were fired justly or if they were done dirty. I look forward to hearing from you and seeing you on the next video.